What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt Taville with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Anthony Joshua OLEKSANDR USYK, the WBO, and here we go. The WBO orders Joshua to fight Usyk next. Wow. Anthony Joshua and OLEKSANDR USYK have until May 31st to agree to terms to fight, or the purse bids will be called. The WBO rejected a delay in ordering this fight from promoter Eddie Hearn. AJ is now set to fight Usyk while Tyson Fury is taking on Deontay Wilder again. Anthony Joshua, of course, we know, was waiting for Tyson Fury to sum everything up, but it's been summed up. Deontay Wilder will fight Tyson Fury for the third time. And, of course, we know 10 days from now until 31st, which, well, that was actually yesterday. And they have to strike a bid or strike a deal before the purse bids are set. Now, let me counterpunch. This is the way it should go. Okay, this is exactly what should happen. I think this fight should have happened. I think actually this fight should have been made now or back in April. I think April would have been the ideal time if we weren't misled or postponed by the possibility of a fight that, for one, nobody on Tyson Fury's team, including Fury, didn't think will happen. You've heard him say that. We heard Bob Arum, Frank Warren. And they sit back and watch this, that, and the other take place, knowing the possibility of fighting Deontay Wilder was there. And it was crazy. But on top of that, OLEKSANDR USYK was also postponed because Tyson Fury was postponing the idea of taking on Anthony Joshua, right? So I think OLEKSANDR USYK deserves his shot. He's mandatory by the WBO. He won every belt at cruiserweight, so that puts him immediately at the head of the line in front of everyone else at the WBO. Terrence Crawford did it at 140, so is OLEKSANDR USYK. The same applied to both guys, so there's no surprise there. Now, can Usyk do what Terrence Crawford did? And if he can, he looks up there. I put him at number 3 at pound for pound. You got Canelo, Terrence Crawford, and OLEKSANDR USYK. Why? Because OLEKSANDR USYK comes from a smaller weight class, people. He's not a heavyweight. He was a cruiserweight. And he moved up in weight. That's what pound for pound represents. The guy that can do things per pound the best of his ability. He just happens to be in the biggest weight class. So OLEKSANDR USYK, if he can upset Joshua, and to me, I don't think that's a real upset. I think it was just a guy that with advanced skills moving to a bigger weight class, a very dangerous one, the very biggest one, against a very good fighter with Anthony Joshua. But if he can do that, he will be pound for pound number 3. Now, talking down to business, the purse bids, okay? That's a 75-25 split. Okay, so if it does go to purse bids, Usyk will get 25% of the purse, you know, but it's good. So all the nonsense is going out the window. And I'm glad Joe Joyce, he doesn't have to take on Joe Joyce in order to get Joshua, and he's going to fight Joshua anyway. He was already, mandated to fight Joshua. So I don't, the WBO, they get a slash for that. Because he didn't have any business, the WBO didn't have any business throwing Joe Joyce in there as a derailment fight, because that's all it is. Okay? He was a hurdle. He was a hurdle that wasn't there, all of a sudden he was. It didn't make sense to me. So, yeah, the WBO, they're doing the job, and I'm glad. You guys tell me what you think about the WBO ordering Anthony Joshua to take on OLEKSANDR USYK with 10 days to go, which really is 9 days now. Of course, please subscribe, leave your comments below, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.